Ready for the next question? What challenges you the most in your career?
I think that, there's a huge difference between saying that you're always ready for a challenge and actually being always ready for a challenge. So just, having that open mind that, an opportunity can sometimes be cloaked as this massive challenge. And just keeping an open mind and, like Rosa said, or like Vicki said, you never know what's coming, the next hour or the next day. So just keeping an open mind is sometimes a little bit challenging.
For me, the most challenging thing is the changing face of technology. There's so much that's new now, and one of my most recent jobs, my boss said, "I want you to go and take care of the robotics laboratory," and so I said, "Oh, okay." And my son called and he said, "What are you doing?" And I said, I'm standing by a broken robot. And he said, "Why?" And I said, "Because it's my job now." And he said, "Did you break it?" I said, "No, I didn't break it." And he said, "Why did they give you that job? Did you tell them you can't program the DVR?" No, that didn't come up. So that's the biggest thing, is because technology changes and everything is always developing, and you have to be able to keep up. But at the same time, realize that the basic physics and the basic chemistry that we rely on to run our operations doesn't change. It's just the superficial technology that changes, but if you don't learn how it works, you're going to look like a terrible dummy. So that's my big thing, is trying to make sure I know how it works, and so that I don't look like a dinosaur.
I think one of the things that I find most challenging is when I really sit back and think about the impact that this facility and a lot my department and my job in a lot of ways, and when I think about the impact and that has on so much of the world and this community, it's overwhelming. I think it can be overwhelming. I think it can feel like a burden if I let it, and I think that's a challenge to overcome. But at the same time, it's very invigorating and very incredible to realize that I'm a part of that.
Wow, such great answers. What's really challenging for me is to sustain a high level of energy at all time, and not only just a high level of energy, but a high level of positive energy, and that is extraordinarily challenging at times. And when the mining is really good, we have to go mine the best stuff we have, and when the mining is not so good, we have to mine the best stuff that we have, and it's a difficult challenge to find that best stuff every single day and stay positive about it. And again, I want to key off on something that Rosa said, because I did have an opportunity to work in South America. And that was a wonderful opportunity for me, and I went down there a little skeptical about how this was going to work out. I'm not sure I was going to accept the assignment, and it was as a mine manager there, and a couple of the ladies came up to me who were working at the mine that I was taking a site visit of, and they said to me, pulled me aside, and they said, "Do you have any idea how important this is for us?" And I was just like, how can I not? How can I not be part of this? And so it is a wonderful experience. And for those of us that have been in it a long time, it is an obligation, I believe, also to help others find that path and help them inspire the ones that will be coming behind them. And so that is a great challenge for us.
One of the biggest challenges for me is, of course, new miners. We get new people all the time, every other week. And I try to emphasize the fact that them staying safe is so important, and trusting their instincts. We have new technology all the time, and some people just don't catch on as quickly as others. So I sit down with them, and maybe they don't understand something, but I will sit with them until they understand. Because, like I said, we're all different people. We're all designed differently, thank goodness. And I have the patience to do this because I want them to be safe. through their career, definitely.
I think I share Jodi's sentiments with trying to keep up with technology, but it's more than that. It's striking a balance between the old school methods of doing things, but bringing the new technology in, but not letting it override everything, because some of the underlying principles never really change, and you have to build onto it, but you can't forget what is underlying everything.
I would like to talk about the challenge as an experience I have as supervisor in Chile, being the youngest and the only woman supervisor for my crew among 300 men. And I guess it's what we were talking about women mining history here, that I respect a lot, all your stories. And I guess many years ago, it was even worse than now, right? And now in South America, it's still a lot of that, a lot of machismo and things we need to overcome as women engineers in a mine. So let's say it cost me a lot to earn trust, to earn respect, and I guess many of you have passed all with the same experience probably. And I guess we're gaining a lot here, and I guess, well, here in America, I feel that we have more opportunities on it, and I feel very glad about it. But when I go back to South America someday, I would like that we develop also that. And even here, as we heard these histories, we're, facing that, but we're getting there, right? I would just like to say that for my current job, and as I mentioned, communication is the most challenging thing. How to transmit a clear, unique, and direct message to our customers, in this case, mine operators, that we have 4 crews, so we need to keep up with the 4 of them because they come and go every time, twice a week, sometimes they change shifts. So I think it's on us as new engineers, be prepared for that. And what Phil mentioned about mentoring, I think it's pretty vital, and it's one of the challenges we have in Morenci, because we have a lot of rotation and we're young engineers, we're still learning, we want to learn, and at the same time we're mentoring new engineers that just graduated. So I guess that would be one of the most important challenges, the mentoring and the coaching for